Let's see what we see. Let me
Why is that camera showing this press? There we go. Bam. All right, we're live
Okay.
in living color.
There you go, too, right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
All right, somebody's in there? Yeah, Mataj. Yeah, that's Mataj. Just come on in here, Mataj. All right, we ready.
Yeah, we live.
All right, hey, shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. All right, and brothers are spread out, different spots right now. But first and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rekakwadash.
Double honors into the apostles, double honors into the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. The would-be judges, the 144,000, 12,000 men from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, who have been ordained to be the new government here on earth as it is in heaven, under the authority of who the world fraudulently and falsely calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. Always has been, always will be. All right? And to the rest of the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, among the heathen nations that have the appearance of the heathen nations. That's why the Lord is coming back to gather them up. All right? This is not a black only thing, as many people try to fraudulently push that narrative. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you, we say shalom. And we're going to just jump right into this thing because it is that time. All right? This year, well, according to Esau, the year actually doesn't change until the Passover comes.
About April.
All right? So we still got a few months before that happens.
Okay.
But nevertheless,
Right, there's nothing happening at midnight. There's no anything happening in the earth and the heavens. It's the same. All right, that's madness, man. The Lord in Genesis, the first chapter, gave us what time is, man. The sun, the moon.
Sunset. That's right.
That's right,
It's
brother.
fucking simple as
And you
shit.
got everything ice, cold, no
Yeah.
new growth, no new life. And soon as the biblical New Year, and that's the part that we get mad at the most, because you have all these theologians in these cemeteries, all right, and these fake pastors, and they don't read the Bible. The Lord said the New Year starts in the month of Abib, which is Abba Yab. If that's what the scriptures say, you can go look at almost any research and find out that's in springtime.
Abba Yab means spring,
That's
by the
it.
way.
That's right, brother.
Okay? Which usually comes in April.
Yeah, March or April, right?
Okay, usually comes in right, the first week of April, last week of March.
Okay.
That's your springtime. That's your Abba Yab.
That's right.
All right, that's your new year.
Trees.
All right, and it tells you right there. As a matter of fact, somebody can grab it. It tells you that of the Lord on his 12th birthday. All right, when he became a man, he was teaching. Okay, so that means 12 moon year cycles before that, he was born. So he was not born in December, man. He was not born December 25th. Dumbass people. All right, I don't care if I hurt your feelings. I'm beyond that at this point. As a matter of fact, I intentionally wanted to hurt you and inflame. Because like that clown, that woman that was on my comment board on the video that I believe I did that video yesterday, I think. All right, running her damn mouth.
I got to still get on her ass.
All right. Nobody cares about what you think and feel. It's about what the scriptures say. Somebody got it?
I got just to come to establish that Abba Yab is the first month. Is Exodus 12:2. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. And then Exodus 23:15. Exodus 13:14. This day came ye out in the month Abib. Which if you go click on the etymology of the word Abib in the Hebrew, it would be Abba Yab, Abba Yab in the Ba, Abba Yab. Fresh young barley ears, barley, month of ear forming, of greening of crop, which is all spring, of growing green, Abba Yab, month of Exodus and Passover. The root means to be tender, to be green. All right, a young ear of grain, hence the same name in the month. All right, so that's spring.
I got your thing. Luke 2:44. Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
And what time? When is the Passover? It's in the first month of the year.
Con.
And the feast of the Passover was when the Lord was born.
That's right. brother.
And that's in the month of Abiyah, which would be late March, early April.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
And when he was
Slacky, real quick. How do shepherds out coming to see Yahushua and give him gifts in the snow? They wouldn't have no flocks to be out in the wintertime. Nobody go take their flocks out in the wintertime of snow. Go ahead, brother.
And when he was 12 years old, they went to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. And when they had fulfilled the days as they returned, the child Yahushua tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it. But they were supposing him to have been in the company when a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinfolk and acquaintance.
And that's a custom of us. We will always make a Mecca to for the Passover. We'll go to a chief town. We was all far away. A lot of times, unless you didn't have, if it was too far, then we'll do it at home.
Right.
But it was a tradition to, like we used to do here when we first came. We'd go to every year. We'll go up to around the Passover. We'll go up top. Of course, after time,
Well, I
If
mean,
it was too far away, you was your sell your cattle, so you can still go. No, we had to go to Jerusalem 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Right.
But I got a precept for you. This is Luke 2:7. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the fields. You ain't in the field in the wintertime. Keeping watch over their flock by night, especially at nighttime.
Exactly.
You're not in the for one, if it's the winter and it's cold, your cattle is inside.
That's right.
In the
Alright.
barn.
Right. And don't think this is the so-called Middle East, which we know we hate that word.
Western Asia.
Western
Let's
Asia.
call it what it is.
Right.
It is Western Asia. All
That's
right.
Right.
and it does get cold in the
But
winter.
the Lord said in the
It's
scriptures.
it's like a desert.
Yeah.
All right. I've done desert training.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the desert is a very dangerous place because it can be hot as fuck in the day, and then to turn around and be like the winter at night, man.
That's right.
All right. And it's crazy.
Just like that.
That's right. And
All
don't
right.
forget about
You
Samuel.
would know.
That's right. And what in the book of Samuel, we talk about King David and his mighty men. They fought a Moabite, a lion-like man in the snow.
Yeah.
It snows. It gets cold over there too. So you're not in the middle of the night in the cold.
That was it on that. So Esau's full of shit.
So he's full of shit on many things. So to move on, now we've proven that point with scripture. I did a video, and I be doing so many videos I can't remember, but I think I did that video yesterday, or either I did it this morning. Anyway, Apostle Tahar did a live show responding, and he used a lot of the video, and it was a great video. I watched the Apostle's video, and and basically we were talking about Gerald Celente, and not the fact that I believe he's an Israelite foreigner, the Apostle does, and many other brothers do, but the point that he's been on point as far as looking at the downfall of Babylon.
That's right.
All right, from a very carnal side, not biblical side, but what is this thing called, the Trends Institute? Trends Journal. Yeah, Trends Journal. And that man has been he been sighing and crying the whole time. I've been watching Gerald Celente literally since 2007. All right. And he's been, he's been on point. He was talking about the crash in 2008, and the crash came in 2008. Then he predicted the crash will come surely in 2012, and then he made the statement that he was dead wrong because he had never counted on quantitative easing. Matter of fact, no one did. It was a new thing.
Absolutely.
All right, so literally America should have completely crumbled. But they did this quantitative easing, which really just literally bent over every American to make them responsible for a debt that they didn't create. See, all the problems in America financially, it's not the fault of Negroes.
That's right.
It's not the fault of Hispanics. It's not the fault of Somalian fraud.
That's right.
All right. The problem, all that's a distraction. People like Lisa Cabrera, she all over it. You know, some of these people are paid agents, man. They speak like they speaking the truth, but then they have monetized videos. All right. Dante Fortes. All right, or Forts. Okay. We woke now. You know, they give you a portion of truth, but not the whole truth. And matter of fact, none of the three people I just mentioned ever acknowledged the Northern Kingdom.
Wow.
Everything's blackity black. I'm black, y'all. All right. So that is an agenda that Esau Edom likes to push, so that he can say the black Hebrew Israelites. It's the Hebrew Israelites. Plain and simple.
Can I give you a
Okay.
definition of
Go ahead,
quantitative
brother.
easing? Because he was absolutely right. This is the definition of quantitative easing, QE, is a monetary policy where a central bank buys large amounts of government bonds and other securities to inject money into the economy, lower long-term interest rates, increase liquidity, and stimulating borrowing, spending, and investment, especially when traditional tools like cutting short-term rates are exhausted, as seen after the 2008 crisis and during the slamdemic. Right? It works by increasing demand for these assets, boosting their prices, and thus reducing their yields, their interest rates. So it's basically a band-aid on a wound, because you don't need to do qualitative easing if your economy is good. But we see the inflation is getting so high, it's going to be leading to a collapse of the dollar. They'll sit up there and they'll print up paper bonds and say, if you buy this $1,000 bond and hold off of it for 10 years or 5 years or however long the bond is, I'll give you $5,000 back. I'll give you a return on your investment. So they'll have people, they'll make these just paper bonds, fake money. It's not money, it's a piece of paper. I promise you to give you some more money of these FRS that we just created out of thin air if you invest in these bonds. And it's all bullshit. They've been putting Band-Aid on top of Band-Aid on top of Band-Aid on top of Band-Aid. Now it's going to come to the point where you can't put a Band-Aid no more, which is where we at right now. That's why they're switching it over to the digital.
I got a precept back y'all.
Bring it out, brother.
It's Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
That's why I got. Go ahead.
How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. You know what the elders going to that balm is related to quantitative ease, and they trying to find ways to heal this place, come up with different devices. But we're not ignorant of that. You know, through the spirit power, Habashimah was shot, and the elders.
All they did was made it worse.
Right. I got.
What's the term? They're kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
And that's literally what they do. They keep kicking the can further, man. Or as Jacques likes to say, they keep moving the goalposts.
That's right.
No, I'm just looking at, cause I had the same thing he had, but I was going into the word bomb, and it's got 3 different things here. But as merchandise, so as merchandise, they, like you said, they made them bonds and started selling them, and this, that, and the other, trying to prop up the dollar again and whatnot through being able to print money and all this other kind of stuff that they could do. But it wasn't going to cure the ailment that is actually there, because it's got to slide over to the MOTB anyway.
Well, that's the end game,
Right.
right? Because James the 5th chapter says that all the money, everything is fraud. Everything they do is kept by fraud. The money is fraud because you just print money. Supposed to be gold and silver or assets, to hard assets like cattle, land,
Right.
something tangible. They just sit there and just say print money, fiat currency. Let it be so. This is $10.
Yeah, they ain't got to print it no more.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and that's the thing. Now they're going to put it to where it's just ones and zeros on a computer that they control.
And then charge you interest on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you charge you interest on nothing. Let me bring this.
Crazy.
Bring the scripture out. This is Amos 8:5, and it reads, saying, "When will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath proving." That's a whole nother issue, right? Proving that the new moon is the Sabbath, and that the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making an ephah small and a shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit. See, and that's the problem with this quantitative easing. They created a false balance, and they made even more debt. All right, and this is the reason why the nations are mad, because the nations don't want to carry that debt anymore.
That's right, brother.
All the nations are calling in that debt and dropping the dollar.
That's right.
And now they're really starting to hate the whore, man.
That's right, brother.
And it's breeding division within the particular parties. You got the parties are so divided, and then there's division within the parties, man. It's just a matter of time before these Amalekites and these Edomites, they're all Edomites, start actually pew-pewing one another.
That's right.
All right? And when they start pew-pewing at one another, they also going to pew-pew a lot of Jake.
That's right.
This shit is about to happen, man. It's about to go down. All right? And you 2/3, especially you women, like that woman on my comment board, you are not safe.
That's
I just watched a video earlier. I think I might have saved it. But it basically showed it was either 4 or 5 Negro women at a gas station getting their ass beat by some Edomites and a white guy. They were literally throwing fisticuffs, beating their ass. Yeah, and I already knew without even seeing it that I didn't see how this began. All I know is that the Edomites were trying to hold one of the girls. They probably caught her stealing.
Yep.
And then they started running off at the mouth. And then the black women came in there doing what they do. All right. And next thing you know, you saw the Edomite beating her ass down, punching her in the face, beating her on the ground, and kicking her. And then the other black woman went to jump in, and then the Edomite cracked her. These men, they were beating these nigga women up, all saltless, and these same women is talking, shit about they don't need us. As they're calling for the KKK to eliminate the Duskies. Right. The KKK is beating their ass. Okay? You are nothing more to them than a bed wench, man.
And not even a good one.
And they don't even want that from you no more. They already ghetto gagged your ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
The whole squad then sprayed all in your face and in your mouth. It's in the bowl that you drank from. You wicked, dirty bitch.
So now you're going to
Yeah,
the
but
box.
she must have put the
Now you're going to the
And
box.
the scriptures definitely describes that a wicked woman is counted as a female dog. That's in the Bible.
Facts.
All right? That's biblical. Read it.
There's James 5, because it's really, I quoted it, but I gotta read it. 5:1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for all your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, your garments are moth-eaten, your gold and silver is cankered. And that cankered means goes into cancerous. It's eroding, all right? And the rust of them, and that proves it because it's talking about rust.
Rust is the next word.
If you come here from Chicago, you know the Chicago salt, and then you have them old school cars. By the time after about 2 or 3 years, you start seeing them rust spots all over the car.
Yeah, the new one was a rusting away too.
That's
the
right.
metal that's on the bottom of it.
That's right.
That's it.
And the little metal pieces that's in the bumpers and stuff, you can see the rust on them too.
Everything is rusted.
In
The
America,
transit system, everything.
the world don't use gold and silver anymore. So your proverbial gold and silver, your fiat currency
It's canker,
is cankered. It's
That's
over
it.
with, man.
That's it.
All right. In fact,
which is why real gold and silver keeps
true,
climbing.
yeah.
this year the 2025 U.S. dollar was the weakest. All right, the weakest major currency.
That's it.
Yes.
Which the U.S. dollar is the world reserve currency.
That's it.
The U.S. dollar was this year's weakest currency
That's crazy.
of the major currencies.
Call the law, yeah.
That's right.
And you can tell it right now. And all these videos you watch, Epic Economists, the Homestead channels, the Prepper channels, they tell you about how all these compilations of not only Jake, you talk about Esau, Moab, all the nations that's here in America. They're going to Jewel, they go into Mariano's, they go into the stores, and they all complain about how I used to spend $300 last year on a month. Now I'm spending $700, and so forth.
Shrinkflation, all that.
Even when it comes to cars,
Yes.
because I'm a car guy, so everybody knows it. But the Chinese cars, you can get a luxury car
Yeah.
for 1/8.
Yes.
You know, of
And they
what
won't.
you
And they
paying
won't
here.
let you bring it here unless you
And-
pay a tariff
right,
on it,
and-
which will be higher as hell.
But American vehicles, I'm fixing them. One of my old trucks. The old trucks, lower control lines used to be made out of iron.
Yeah.
Now they aluminum. That shows the decline.
Damn.
Now they aluminum. So
It's not
Damn.
strong.
So my control line, they discontinued them because they would last a lifetime Only thing you need to change is the bushings and the ball joints.
Now that's funny that you would even mention that because I was just having a conversation with someone about purposeful obsolescence.
That's it, yes.
Yeah.
I was just having that conversation yesterday.
They can't afford to mass produce, really, even on the level of quality.
Yes.
Cast iron
Because the lower control arms, the upper control arm used to be cast iron. It used to be iron. So the only thing you would need to do was change the ball joints or the bushings.
now. Right.
You didn't need to change the whole unit,
The whole arm.
the whole arm. But now they're all upper lowers, they're aluminum. If you
So they warp, and so you got to change the
you
whole
get-
No,
thing.
if you hit something,
if you hit a pothole,
it'll snap
it'll snap or it'll bend, and then you need to replace the whole arm.
again.
But that goes into other countries. They engineering is different. Even when it comes to American suspension, it's trash. American cars, really, when
Ain't
you
what
look
they
at
used to be.
American cars compared to Toyota, Hyundai, it's complete day and night.
Yes.
Like we work for a company in the steel mill. We make a Toyota head gaskets where we send them the material for it. They will reject a scratch. Their quality on what they putting out, they like, look, we're not taking it if it got a scratch. If it got oil marks, they send the whole order back. But American cars, they come back with defects.
They don't care.
Their motors are breaking down after 40,000 miles.
Yeah.
America's cooked on every level. Infrastructure, all right,
Roads.
roads,
The
and
rust.
even when it comes to agriculture, America's cooked on every front. Because these countries, they don't use the chemicals that Esau used, and they still
Pesticides
have
and shit.
bustering crops.
Right.
Their crops are growing, and Esau is putting all these chemicals in they
In the
crops,
DNA of the crop.
and they fucking with the DNA and everything. Overseas, they denying all this shit. Esau is really crumbling on every fucking front.
That's right.
Yeah, I just found
know?
out from a masseuse, not a masseuse, but a chiropractor,
Right.
that because of the conversation of seeds and fruit. Because I've been eating a lot of dragon fruit every other day, to, just to help me be regular. Dragon, especially the yellow ones, they're sweeter.
Yeah.
You can use them for hydration.
Yeah.
And they taste good, because I used to it was a similar fruit that I used to eat in Thailand, and it kind of tastes like that fruit. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't really pronounce the name. But basically, I just learned that you can actually get the bananas with the seeds in them. From if you we got to go to the Asian markets to get them.
That shit crazy.
So of course they're gonna be costly,
Damn.
what's that one? That
used
one.
to get the moringa seeds. from them.
That one place that we went to a couple times after jiu-jitsu. It's a Korean spot downtown right off the E-way.
Kmart? Kmart? No.
Something H Mart. Yeah.
H-Mart.
Yeah, we can go to H Mart to get those bananas with
Real
them.
bananas.
Yeah, and they small and they
I
got
never
the
had
seeds in
one.
them.
See,
I never knew it.
I love bananas.
Until the bananas we've been eating are grossly
GMO.
GMO. Yeah, they GMO. They started
Alright.
GMOing them when I
Alright.
was a kid. I remember that when they started. I remember.
I
When,
never saw. See, Pops, you older than me, so
yeah,
and,
I remember. I remember watching the seeds shrink because at one point in time, when you cracked a banana, you could actually break it and you could see the seeds that were down the middle
And
of
they're
it.
very, they have some this big to that big seeds. I remember talking to brother, one of the old guys who used to be in GMS Trinidad, and he would be on a video chat, and he'll be walking through, and he'll go through his backyard saying, "Oh, this is a banana." He'll crack it open, you'll see the seeds, and he'll walk down and say, "Hey, it's a mango here on the ground, just fresh." In America, they make sure they plant all male seeds, all this extra pollen, so that you don't have free fruit and vegetables just growing. They taint everything.
yeah, I once was told that one of the best places to be homeless in the world was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Because
You get it off
the
the
fruit
land.
grows on public lands,
You get it off
which
the
you
land.
can eat. You
That's right.
can literally just eat. So basically, if you got any fishing skills whatsoever,
You got
you
meals.
got a complete meal because you got your fruit and you got your protein. So all you can eat some greens, eat some fruit and a couple leaves with that fruit.
Pull out a
And you
fish.
and yeah, it's like, you know, a lot of Puerto Ricans be jacked, man. Now you know why.
You can eat banana
Until they
leaves.
get here,
You
I
can eat
feel
banana
them, then they
leaves.
get fat.
See,
you know?
people, America don't
Yeah,
teach you
gas.
shit. You can eat banana leaves, you can eat pepper leaves, you can eat tomato leaves, you can eat carrot leaves, you can eat celery leaves. It's so much vegetables and fruits. Everybody's been Americanized to go get this iceberg lettuce, to get, you know, this different things that you're not gonna find in a while. When this shit hits the fan, which hopefully 2026 is when shit really starts going and just really
it's
decimating
looking like
America.
it. It's really looking like it, and more so than it ever has, man.
All these people who were crying about not getting their link during the
Oh
government
man, they
shutdown.
have no idea.
Right.
Yeah,
That
they
government shut down when they cut all that link and stuff, and they said we ain't got nothing to eat, we just gonna go rob the stores, and they start doing dumbass shit. They will walk right through a field of dandelions crying, I'm so hungry! I'm so hungry! And it's gonna be food right at their feet and they don't even know it.
Dandelions, you can actually. Yeah, I mean they sell dandelion tea, duh. But the leaves on dandelions, and they grow wild and they grow in abundance.
That
All right.
is the health food store.
But those dandelion leaves, you can actually pick
Like
them
greens.
and clean them like greens and cook them, and they will actually help. If you got cancer or heart issues, you know it actually is good for that. It's good for your blood, man.
Yeah, water
Dandelion leaves
retention.
are known to
Water retention.
to cleanse your veins so that you know to bring your blood pressure down and all that sort of thing.
Diuretic.
You just mentioned something on the SNAP benefits because they making changes now. My wife sent me this earlier. She said SNAP food stamps generally cover all fuels for human consumption, but restrictions are increased in 2026. Many states banning sugary drinks, candy, and certain snacks, energy drinks, while federal rules still prohibit alcohol, tobacco, non-food items like vitamins. So you can't even buy vitamins with the shit.
Which
And they used to.
That's
Wait a minute,
crazy.
which is really wrong because you know
That's food.
the
You
fact,
need
and
to
I've
know.
already told you many a times
Yep.
Crazy.
that the vitamin aisle, all right, the fact that you have GNC in stores like that
Yeah, it broke.
is evidence of corrupted food purposely,
Right.
because you shouldn't have to go to GNC or any health food store
God.
to get supplements. It should all those
Be in the
supplements
food.
should be in your food.
Mhm.
All right, you should be able
Yeah,
to
that's what
you know
I'm
eat
saying.
pineapples and green fruits and onions and all that sort of thing and get everything
All your beer
that you
Oh,
need.
yeah.
Your A, B, your K, your D, your C, your magnesium.
Yeah.
All that should be in your food. The Esau Edom has weaponized everything. All right, he's weaponized everything to the detriment. All this man does is oppress and dispossess. That's what he does. Yeah, you're right. It does, son. That it is a lesson. All he does is oppress and dispossess. He takes your possessions away from you, takes your heritage away from you, takes your way of life from you, corruptly steals your wages, and then and when he does it, it even breaks his own laws. But he does it anyway.
That's it.
Right.
Can I read the rest of this?
Absolutely.
It's James 5:3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth.
I was watching a video just maybe 2 days ago. It was an older video. It was in the 1900s, but it was older. And it was a woman. She was like a sharecropper. At first, the guy was interviewing the son. He had a nail in his foot.
Oh yeah, I
Then
saw
he
that
had-
video.
Then he had a rat hole in his bed, and he was watching his sisters or whatever, his brother, sisters, whatever. So they went to interview the mother. They said, "Why your kids at home by themselves?" She said, "We can't afford the daycare." She was in the field working. They said, "How much is the daycare?" She said, $2.
I remember that.
How much you getting paid for your labor today? She was out there from early as hell, gonna be out there till late. She said $1. Damn. She got $1 for a day of labor.
So she
And
could never
daycare
pay.
cost $2.
Right.
Barely can buy food. He was telling me he got to feed him. Like, what you gonna feed him? They gonna make it work basically.
I saw
Damn.
that.
Esau
And-
been fucking us over, man, and they
For
ain't
a
stopped.
long time.
You still going to work for $1 right now.
Facts.
Your company is
Yeah.
making billions, and they giving your ass 30,000
It's
Facts.
crazy.
if you lucky.
Well, my company was crazy. My company gross They say we made $873 million. All right, grossed. And then my that's the overall, but my company, my branch,
Okay.
we make about $7 million a month. All right, but ain't nobody making money in there. Ain't nobody making money compared to $7 million. They'd cut a coil and take a piece of the coil that they done made and make it for a new order. You know, we done did the math on it. Some days we making they ass $300,000-400,000 on one machine. You know, so Jake ain't making no motherfucking money. It don't matter if you getting $30-40 an hour.
Man, you getting crumbs,
you get
bro.
crumbs compared to
You
what
work
they
at a
get.
company, you innovative, you come up with a new product line, they get you bring them $1 billion. Here's your bonus. A pizza party.
They did it to Jake.
You
Absolute-
invented the shit.
absolute,
But
Benji,
because you work for
absolute.
the company, you signed this contract. Whatever you invent there, the patent is in their name.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
then they put some pale face to the invention when they put it in the book and into the history books, man.
That's
I
it.
minister.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes 10:16. It says, "Woe to thee, Shalom, Shalom. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child and thy princes eat in the morning. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles and thy princes eat in due season, for strength and not for drunkenness," which is what's been done here. All right, by month.
They teach you to go after your drunkenness, to go after your lust, your belly here. All right, so you okay with it? You get to go buy you
White Castle.
this is what all the new trending songs. It's been about drinks. Remember back when we was growing up, the drinks was Cristal. They was talking about some
Some
bougie
real
shit.
Some real
Now
shit.
they talking about Taylor Port.
Well, shoot, before you, the drinks was about 8-ball.
Julio.
Right.
Right? It was about 8-ball in old English.
It was cheap. It was cheap drinks back then. Yeah. So it was only a period about 10 years where it was about some expensive drinks. It was about old English back then. Now it's back about old English, essentially. Taylor Port. Because they just want you to go ahead and get drunk and have some fun, get drunk. You ain't got no money to enjoy anything for real. Get you a $5 bottle of Taylor Port with extra sugar.
And a $40 woman for the evening. All right?
That's terrible.
That's what they want you to
Go
do.
after your fucking drunkenness, your belly, man.
Yep, it's it.
Keep you, but the same thing they did to Gad though. That you did feed them liquor, give them drugs, give them alcohol, keep them sedated, so that they can't rise up against you.
Yep, it
It's
says,
so busy, and then they do the scarcity. They did all these researches and all these research to make the projects, put them into one area and try to take all the resources, try to get everybody to kill each other. And the Spirit of the Lord that put in Jake still have us resilient and overcome this shit.
They put radioactive paint in the projects too.
Lead paint.
Yep, they did.
And radioactive too.
Go ahead, brother.
God, it says, and it also said that princes eat in the morning too, implying that you're not really supposed to eat in the morning. You're supposed to wait. That's just a quick side note. But it says, "Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season, for strength and not for drunkenness. By much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through."
That's perfect. Look at the foundation. Almost every road, almost every bridge, almost every foundation is fucked up. You can go to any single city in America. I remember I was in Miami a couple months ago, and I was like, damn, he was like, "God, these goddamn potholes." I said, damn, y'all
In
got-
Miami?
I got a bit. I said, y'all got
American through.
Yeah, you got potholes, and it was Fort Lauderdale, but it's Miami area too. They got-
Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Damn, I'm supposed to be rich.
Nigga
I'm supposed to be where the money is.
Because we went to both, and there was both. All the roads were fine.
And that's why
I'm saying they were really jacked up, and it's like, damn. And to the point we me and Roy had a conversation about it, and it's like, goddamn.
I mean, you go to the viaducts, there you can see the corrosion of the beams.
Yeah, when you go under the viaducts, you can see the corrosion of the beams because you know they had 94 all jacked up over near the dojo
Right.
for years,
Yeah.
trying to
So
spot
real passionate,
patch,
yeah.
you know, all those viaducts right there, you know, Webster and Damon and all that area.
They do that out there in Indiana when you're going from Chicago to Indiana down Indianapolis Boulevard and whatnot, going into Hammond. They sandblast that shit like every 3 or 4 years and whatnot, have to repaint it.
Oh, you mean on Ewing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that viaduct there, that big one with all them trains go by. Yeah, and the big bridge.
Yeah, that big bridge.
Yeah, they
Skyway Bridge.
You're right. Every month they spot checking something because they can't really.
They ain't
What's
got
that phrase you said earlier?
Purposeful obsolescence.
Yep.
Obsolescence, right? Because they make things to break down.
That's like the
But that wasn't really meant, in
A
the
bridge
beginning.
wasn't built for that.
You know?
Cars, yeah, but bridges.
I mean,
Well, because Esau overdid it. I mean, think about it. You build something that's 100 stories high, how you gonna do maintenance on it?
Yeah, all them skyscrapers.
How you gonna do maintenance on something that's over 100 stories high, full of metal?
Trash.
You know,
got metal as an
they,
infrastructure.
right? It was fine. It's because they didn't think beyond tomorrow.
Right.
They didn't think beyond. They didn't think beyond.
At the top five.
There's a video. I'm gonna try to find it. When somebody else is speaking, where this Edomite speaks about how he knows that his children and the future generations are gonna have to pay for all the wickedness that the so-called white man has done.
I mean,
And then he even said that he hopes that his children's friends see this video and cut his children a break.
Hell no.
That's what he
Hell
said.
no. Ain't gonna
But
happen.
he said, and then he even said, and rightly so. So basically, what he was doing is acknowledging that white people have done Jake dog dirty and unnecessarily dirty and unfair for no reason at all. And eventually they know that they're gonna have to pay. And he said that's the so-called white man's biggest fear, is that he's gonna have to pay back for all the wrong that he's done. Okay. I just finished.
I got a precept, if I may.
Oh, go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah 22:13. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's servants without wages, and giveth him not for his work." Now, not only is that American history, but that's going in a full scale today, because the new trend and the movement amongst Americans is they're seeing tens of billions of their tax dollars going to the state of Israel. So that's now becoming a thing. That's now becoming a focus.
And white America is very upset
They
about
are
that.
Fucking
Because they can
set.
see it, and then meanwhile Amalek is trying to make laws, but you can't talk about them. You can't bring them up. They want to put people in prison,
lose your job.
for even speaking about them.
I got a quick precept. This Revelations 18, I'm gonna start at 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. It is fallen, and it became the habitations of devils, in the hole of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And that's what you see, man. That's why America is crumbling. It's nothing but devils. These devils been pushing this wickedness. Then everything is defiled, like y'all been going into. Ain't nothing pure here. It's just madness. Everything is just wickedness, man. You can't enjoy anything here.
The quality of America, everything here is gone downhill. Yo, the pipes in your house used to be copper, which purified the water. Now it's plastic. The fucking water lines underground are horrible.
Yeah,
they open them bitches up.
Absolutely.
The building I used to have, they actually broke into the building and stole all the copper pipes out of it.
Yeah,
It was full of copper pipes.
It's full of PVC now.
Yeah,
All plastic.
Yeah, no, that was a fucking come up. Motherfucker go in the building, pop all the fucking copper pipes out that shit, say I'm paid.
Crackheads used to do it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Oh, crackheads was doing it.
Greg was doing that shit too.
Yeah, Jake was doing
it too.
That's no money. You ain't getting no money. You just getting wickedness, man, on top of wickedness, man.
This place it's so wicked. It's out of balance. Somebody read Elder Malcolm. You read it. This shit is out of balance. The money and everything. So they increase the minimum wage. All right. But the cost of living also goes up.
It goes up.
The price of goods also go up. And it's not even that the price of goods is going up, it's the damn dollars. The dollar is decreasing more than they can pay you enough to catch up to the cost of living. The dollar is crashing that fucking fast, they can't even pay you enough to afford a regular fucking life.
Yeah. Silver's over $80-something right now.
Dang. That shit jump.
Fake currency is at basically 100,000. This shit don't even. Bitcoin ain't even fucking real. The dollar is that dead that a fake currency is passing.
That shit true.
They moving on to the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
This is the end of America. This is what we've been waiting for.
That's right.
Revelation 14. This is the patient and faith of the saints. All right, them bringing that mark of the beast is what we fucking been waiting for. And soon it's gonna happen. 2025 this year, especially the first quarter, the dollar had the biggest decrease since like the 80s or some shit, something crazy. In 50 years, it was the biggest decrease in early this year in like 50 years, man. The dollar's fucking done. It's just a matter of time.
And that's what Gerald Salente said in that video that the Elder Apostle Tahar responded to. He basically said what's next is digital, and they're pushing the digital so that they can control it, all aspects of your life. The digital is basically surveillance, and and then of course, if they can watch you and you be surveyed, but then the social credit score comes along with that. So total totalitarian is what they're about to do, but we know that that's not gonna the scriptures clearly tell you that when they're about to fill their belly. So when they do this thing is close, man. Yes. Because the Lord is not going to allow the elect just not to be able to eat, move, and do anything. All right? He's going to protect us. So we know that there's going to be a period of time for the struggle. That's the whole hour of temptation. But the Lord is not going to leave his elect hanging, man. Exactly. Like St. Benji always says, man, this ain't 70 AD, bitch.
That's right.
It's different this time.
He said, my servant shall eat.
All right.
Scripture. This is Sirach 41. I'm going to start at about 6. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake.
Time, brother. And that's exactly what they're trying to push this narrative, within Christianism, that they always come up with the scripture. Well, if the scripture, the Bible says you got to bless Israel, you bless Israel. Stop fucking playing. You know that those people in the land are not the people of the Lord.
They know that.
If you know that, all of Christianity, the whole world knows that. That is not talking about them.
No excuse.
All right? That has nothing to do with them. Go read Ezekiel 36 chapter, man. That's them. Those people over there, that's them. The Edomites that have acquired the land and appointed it to their own hands, man. Right. Those are Amalekites. Right. The racial epithet kite. Those are Amalekites, man. That's what they are. That's Amalek. Point blank, period.
Message.
I don't care how you feel about it. The scriptures, the relics, and the history. AI even told you that, man. Okay? Not Arthur Koestler. AI just recently is telling you that, man.
They own too, which proves the scriptures.
Okay?
Yeah, hey, as a matter of fact, they bringing in more bytes now to be able to program AI, because of the fact that if you leave AI to itself, it leans toward us.
Well, they put it's not that they lean it towards us; it leans towards the facts.
The fact, the truth, exactly. Well, us and the truth is the same.
Which is us, yeah. Salaki, you're right.
I asked the AI, Salaki. I asked the AI, "Who's the? Do you hate the so-called white man?" And they said, "Well, we AI, we don't hate, but they said we know they're a problem."
Oh!
I mean, the scripture says Esau's a curse. All right, Esau's a curse. Esau literally, all right, like the scriptures call him the red horse. He the red horse in Revelation. This dude is deaf.
Facts.
All right, when you go to civilization, all right, the civilized. Esau is not civilized.
He's not.
All right, when you
Esau got fucked to death by a horse.
By
Ain't nothing civilized, but this is like this really happened. This is
Wasn't it a couple years ago, about 5-6 years ago, maybe a little longer?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing civilized about this dope man.
Then one get screwed to death by a pig too.
Come on, my God.
Yeah, pig brothels, sheep brothels. Ain't nothing civilized about this devil, man. Yeah, right. And Esau recycles the fucking water you fucking drink, man.
You should
All right,
have.
and then they tell you reverse osmosis. Hey, if any one of you and I learned this from Edomite in high school. If anyone, I knew what osmosis was, but he had a real big thing. Basically, he's right. Water companies were so mad about it. He said osmosis, of course, the separation of one water cell into two. You cannot reverse that. You can't make two water cells into one. So they said this reverse osmosis to clean your water is bullshit. They giving you shit and piss water.
They just giving you a glamorous.
They giving your fucking water back.
How
Piss this shit out, man. Because reverse osmosis is not real.
How does turtles get herpes? How you got
Somebody fucked it.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, let's be honest.
But you also got a lot of the drugs with amphetamines and other drugs and all the
How
stuff
did
that
they
come
know-
into the shit.
How did they know the sack on in the
Beaver sack,
butt
yeah.
tastes
Yeah.
like vanilla?
Like
Did
vanilla.
y'all see the did y'all see the
Damn,
experiment?
somebody ate beavers.
Somebody.
Somebody ate
They
beavers.
was talking about tossing salad and went crazy on the beaver.
They went crazy on the
That's
beaver.
the wrong beaver.
Hey,
Damn.
That's why they call it
That's why they
beaver.
call Coochie beaver.
Oh shit!
Y'all bug wild.
Wow. That's why Edomites referred to Kitty
As
beaver.
beaver.
They been
Hey,
eating beaver's ass.
Hustler had a whole fucking.
Wow,
man.
man.
There was an experiment with some
It tastes like vanilla. What the fuck?
How do you know that though?
How do you know that, man?
Oh my
Real
God.
quick, man. I want to play this video. This is Eric. This is Eric Warsaw. This is Eric Warsaw, and it's on Jake Shields show. And for the record, Jake Shields is a Jake himself. He just don't know.
Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah.
But here we go.
ISIS never attacked Israel? Investigate. Wait, ISIS never attacked Israel?
What?
Investigation. So ISIS and Al-Qaeda never attacked Israel. In 2015, ISIS attacked Hamas, and ISIS threatened to topple Hamas. But aren't they supposed to be allies? In 2015, Al-Qaeda soldiers were brought to Israel if they were injured for medical treatment. But why would Israel be giving medical treatment to their enemies? The IDF chief admits to giving weapons and funding to Al-Qaeda? Aren't they supposed to be enemies? Okay, I found it. A long time ago, ISIS did attack Israel, but then they apologized. So the one time they actually attacked them, they apologized. Why would you apologize to your enemy? September 11th, Al-Qaeda flies airplanes into the Twin Towers. Al-Qaeda did it, but Israel knew about it and didn't warn us. They made sure no Jewish people went to work that day, got insurance on the buildings, and the 5 Israeli agents that were sent to film and document the event, why were they celebrating? Isn't Israel supposed to be our ally? Why were they helping and protecting them on September 11th? Netanyahu tells us to go to war with Iraq because of September 11th. What does Iraq have to do with September 11th? They had more to do with September 11th than Iraq. Why do all false flags have to do with ISIS and Al-Qaeda? That's a heck of a coincidence. ISIS and Al-Qaeda never attack Israel. Every time they attack, it benefits Israel. ISIS and Al-Qaeda controlled opposition for Netanyahu? Oh, it all makes sense now. We can't hate them enough. Wait,
So,
ISIS never...
come on, man.
Damn.
That's fucking heavy information right there. All factual. All right, you got these two entities that they love to put blame on. All right, that they need to destroy, that they use it as an excuse to send soldiers to get aid from other countries, to get aid mainly from America. They use them as an excuse to go into someone else's land. Because now all of a sudden, I think it was they were attacking Al Qaeda in Nigeria. And the Nigeria authorities
ISIS.
came back. ISIS.
Yeah, ISIS. Yeah, ISIS militants.
The Nigeria's authorities said, "Well, shit, we didn't even know we had ISIS in our country." All right. So you just shot down and blew up some apartment buildings and killed a whole bunch of Nigerians, trying to kick some shit off. But the thing is that ISIS and Al Qaeda never attacked Israel. Any Israeli settlements, none of that. But they attack Hamas. They attack. So come on, man. And then it's evidence that Amalek treats Hamas and I mean not Hamas, but is ISIS
and
and Al Qaeda soldiers when they're injured. Right, because who are they working for? All right, why is it that you always paint these people up that you need to, that you know, you love to throw that name out
Al Qaeda.
when you wanna talk about some T word.
Y'all remember Papa Bush?
But none of them motherfuckers ever attack you.
That's right.
Message.
You know,
It's crazy.
Papa Bush used to say it all the time. And he was about to, oh, he did it for the old timers. Al Qaeda. It was Al Qaeda. But you know, but even then they came with so many videos saying that ISIS is Israel's secret intelligence service, the acronyms.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So it's just what it is. It's bullshit. And how you no one would ever help their enemy. You never would help them. You would never hospitalize them, give them medicine, and build them up and be stronger. They can come back and fuck you up some more.
Do you remember a couple years ago somebody got a clip and showed them put on the makeup and shit like that, ISIS and everything, showing that they was actually Amalekites?
Well, yeah, that I mean they were showing that too. Sometimes during those Syrian wars and conflicts, when they were destroying all those, and it makes sense when they were destroying all those museums over there. And also when they went down in Mali, when they were down there, they were destroying all those relics because those relics shows you Hebrews and different nations at the time of the history of the Hebrews as being, you know, melanated brown people.
They destroying the records.
So they were trying to destroy those records and stuff. Because I'm like, damn, you at war, but why are you destroying? Who the fuck destroys relics in museums? Yeah. People take relics in museums.
And keep and make money.
But they were destroying them. Why?
Noses.
Right, because those relics will identify markers that you people are frauds, man.
Yep.
All right? And it's just a matter of time. So all this legislation and all this bullshit that you trying to push to criminalize people for pointing out truths about your lies and making them the criminals, all right, that shit gonna backfire on you, man.
But you know, that goes back to 64 and 8. Their tongue shall fall upon them. They've got paintings of their artists painting over repainting pictures of black icons, turn them into their color.
I got one of these t-shirts over here.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, man, hold on. So you thought that people would remain dumb enough forever,
right,
that you made a picture of this of an artist making this picture of you whitewashing a black icon and then say it's going to be okay.
Right.
Well, they trying to do that now with AI. You seeing it? They starting to make Edomite images of everybody, even these rappers.
But we said that years ago. That, hey, if this place was to hang around 100 years, Michael Jordan would be a white boy with his
Lil
tongue
Wayne,
out.
all of them. They'll say they'll claim them as the people. Man, see, they white people. These
like the Spartans and everybody else.
Right.
Can I hit this real quick?
Absolutely, bro.
It was a movie called The Monument Men, right? I don't know if you know about it. Came out in 2014 war film, right? It says a film based on the 2007 nonfiction book, so it's true. All right. It says it follows a group of monument fine arts archive programs that is given tasks of finding and saving pieces of art and other culture important items before the N-word destroyed or steal them during World War II. So during World War II, all right, it was a mass thing that what they was doing was going into these museums in history, and the German military was destroying relics.
Oh yeah,
they was just there to destroy.
They did it all throughout. They did it all throughout Russia as well. With all the, and there was a lot of Jewish people in those armies.
And then they took pictures of
the brother Ricard Kwam from the London camp did a lesson on it some years ago, and he produced some of the images of the relics of Jewish Russian soldiers
receipts
coming out of, because they destroyed something like 240 different churches.
Damn.
And God knows how many mosques. I mean, not yeah, with the
Because Jake,
no, not the synagogues, but the
Islam,
where the Islam people.
The
Because there's a lot, it was a lot of Muslims and throughout Russia too. But they destroyed thousands of buildings and structures, and there was images of the Russian Jewish soldiers marching out of these churches with black Madonnas.
Damn.
With images of a so-called black Jesus and black Mary and black saints, the same way that Putin put on display those images from the medieval times and from the Dark Ages. All right, so you can't get it's just too much evidence and too much relics, man.
The truth.
Okay. It's too much.
Right, and then they make movies on the shit with further.
Well, they got a David cartoon out right now,
right?
Showing you some little white guy, some little saltless ass, with stringy hair.
Yeah.
All right, there's no way I would go see anything like that.
I laugh at this shit.
I mean, I can't get past the house today. The first episode was the only episode I could watch.
Well,
I
that
can't
shit
get past it.
they took that shit off there quick, boy.
Oh yeah.
They made David like he was just this wimp when really the Lord was always with David. Yeah. All right, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah was always with David. Yeah, and they played him. Esau never give you the real deal. David was a mighty man from the jump.
Well, you tell the way it speaks. You say, who's this heathen? This Philistine? Who this? Man, I done killed lions and fucking bears and shit, man. This motherfucker ain't nobody.
In the movie, it show you that he was timid of the lion. That's not what the scriptures say.
That's it. No, David was bold.
And he boasted about it.
That's it.
The scriptures about how he played with bears as with kids.
Man, look.
What the fuck?
Jake be boasting when they hit 225 15, 20 times.
Thank you.
Right.
So
how the hell they gonna not boast that that they
slayed
a lion?
Right. I took a lion
I slayed a bear. I slayed 2 bears.
I couldn't watch it no more. After I seen the lion scene, I couldn't see it.
This is Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So all your narratives, the Lord, you try to paint a whole other narrative. The Lord said he's going to overturn it.
Well, they are exactly what they say they are. Yeah. Because the truth of the matter is that every time you show something about Israelite heritage, Israelite stories in the Bible, and you show pale people, you're perpetrating a hateful, racist lie. You're being truly, anti, semantics.
Right.
That's a good way to form.
Okay. No, he had a scripture, brother.
Oh, I was going since you guys mentioned the report on David, 1 Samuel 16:17, and Saul said unto his servants, provide me now a man that can play well and bring unto me. Then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse the Bethlehemite, that is cunning in playing, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war.
So not only was David raw at the music, he was what you would call today a killer.
Yeah. So he was a hitter.
And he knew how to play.
But he knew how to get down on the instrument too.
Right. So when you but Esau
like a boots in a Mike Tyson mix.
Right. So, but this is
thump that bass.
That's it.
And thump you.
Esau and show you Esau the devil. He never give you the full story. Right. He mixed lies with truth, just like Noah. All right. The movie Noah, the last one that came out. They completely look. That shit didn't happen. All right, they didn't follow trees and all that. Yeah. They didn't follow the scriptures. All right, they didn't follow. They said Ham went off by in the movie. Ham went off by itself. That's not what the scriptures say. Ham had a wife. Right. All right, Shem had a wife.
But then how would the Hamite nation proceed?
Right.
If Ham didn't have a wife.
You know, this shit is bugged out.
Hey,
then the movie.
They was following the book of Enoch or something.
Yeah, they was
and for the record, For all you people who always stay off my comic board with that Enoch shit, man.
Yeah,
Right? The Book of Enoch that's in circulation is a fraudulent book. It's not the actual Book of Enoch.
Yeah, and a simple Google search, it literally tells you, you can find out where it came from.
Thank
It's
you.
a Babylonian plagiary, man.
It's a Babylon. Thank you, brother. It's a Babylonian plagiarized book. It's not the actual book, man. This is a simple Google search. You're looking at.
Then, no, I was finna say. Then the next motherfucking, I thought they came close, but it was a good movie, but it was still full of shit. Exodus, Gods and Kings.
Yeah, bumps.
You know, they made it seem like the plagues that Moses did some of them plagues. They took away from the validity that it was the Lord that did that.
And they never did Exodus. They never did the fourth where he put his hand in.
But they didn't do that. Nor did they
got around to that one.
They didn't do that one. Nor did they do the darkness you can feel.
Absolutely.
They didn't do that neither.
Yep.
All right, the burning of the crops and the fire mixed with the hail. They didn't do that
And
neither.
you know what? And the Lord, has promised that this is going to be worse than the last time.
Facts.
So it's about to really get bad.
He's a piece of shit
here in America.
You
It's
took
gonna
away
get-
from the
It's
book.
going to get extra bad for you Edomites and for you 2/3.
That's right. This is Psalms 85 and 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
That's your documents. I mean, that's your the ancient documents,
Archaeological
digs.
Right.
That's coming up. All right, how they finding all this?
Black
right there, you go, right there.
So they know. They
the
know.
Madonnas, the black Madonnas.
And I just
You
opened it up because somebody got the
Right.
iconoclasm in here too.
The nation
majority
knows no
of these
color
are-
lines.
I got that right
There
here.
was a woman who excavated what was believed to be the wall of the walls. No, not the walls of Jericho. Yeah, the walls of Jericho. Rahab.
Yeah, that's the coat of
And
arms.
she said it was nothing to madness. Years later, somebody else re-looked at it, and they found, I believe, it was on the west side. Everything else is burned down. Then you got this one part of the wall that's still up, and you can see the fabric that was hung out the windows. The side it's still in the
Damn.
like
They
it's
preserved
it in the wall.
For the Lord rose here.
So they proved that is real. I believe his name was Ernst, something like that.
I got a quick precept. This is Deuteronomy 32. I'm starting at 1. It says, "Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth, which the Lord put it in the prophets to speak these words. My doctrine should drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herbs, and as the showers upon the grass." And this knowledge is being made manifest through the whole world. Now you're seeing all of these icons and things coming out because the Lord used his prophets. Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord Yahweh would do nothing but revealeth his secrets into his servants the prophets. And now the secrets are being revealed. We're showing you who the son of perdition is because through his prophets he said, hey man, these words are going to be speaking day and night, and it's happening. And now you're seeing the evidence of this, and now you're seeing how this devil really operate, and that he's not our people, man.
They finding coins, all right, with the Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah.
They finding rat tail combs.
I
got it right here,
No,
bro.
seriously, bro.
It's tunnels.
No, serious, bro.
They found Hezekiah tunnels, bro.
Come on now.
Get the fuck out of here.
With the Paleo Hebrew.
With the Paleo Hebrew in it, bro. It's the spirit you said it, bro.
Not that Assyrian
bro.
bullshit. Not that Assyrian script that's being used. The Assyrian script that's being used by the Israelis. When you see them on the news and that script, the Israelites never used that.
With all them
I always say it, man. The fact that they used the Assyrian script and they matched it to their Yiddish language is evidence of their fraud.
And the proof of that also,
the ancient Paleo is like this. What I'm wearing on my neck right here.
Straight up.
This is the ancient Hebrew right here. This is the Lord's name.
Straight
so
up.
why? So why?
The other way is not the actual way. this is the way.
So since you said that,
And in the Manchurian, what's that show? The Manchurian.
we can't
No. With the dudes, the dudes from the Star Wars.
Mandarins.
Yeah, this is the way. Mandalorian. The water, brother. This is the way.
So then why in New Mexico, the Los Lunas
They try to discredit that and say that it was a hoax now.
Or the more
Some of the AI will tell you that was an actual hoax.
The Mr. Stanley over there.
They overusing plausible
deniability.
That shit can only really go.
Deniability.
I can just deny something. That's really what you're saying.
And
you know, I can deny it.
And
I can just say
it ain't
Because
true.
you're a bitch, man.
you're overusing it.
Well, that's your truth.
Yeah, right.
This is no. It's only one truth, man.
Well,
Thank you.
another
and
thing-
it's like it. You will not if they want to play games with the Los Lunas Stone. We can go to the Back Creek Stone, the Back Creek Cave Stone.
The Moabite
that was over
Stone.
in America. I'm just talking about in Americas. We can go to Puerto Rico. They had a whole bunch of relics of gold, trinkets, and coins and everything, all with Paleo Hebrew on it. You got it from Peru, you got Hebrew in Peru, you got all over the Americas. How is it in Peru? How is it in Puerto Rico? How is it in the Americas? How is it in New Mexico? How is it in Ohio? How is it in Canada? That's because, and then not only that, you see all the pyramids. Everywhere Israelites were at, we left pyramids, and it's all over in
Markings.
And from South America to North America to Europe to Africa.
Illinois.
To Illinois, yes.
And it's one of the biggest ones here in Illinois.
And they just find
They don't tell you
There's
about
one
that.
in Tennessee. In Tennessee, there's a wall that has the ancient, Paleo Hebrew on it, the Phoenician Hebrew.
So who
And
wrote
I think it's 17. I mean, it's 7 feet high, and I think it's almost 1,500 feet long.
Damn.
All right, and it's a huge wall on a Cherokee reservation that's full of ancient, Paleo Hebrew, man. You can't get around this, bro. All right.
This is James 2:19. It said, "Thou believest that there is one power, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble." So, like I say, these people know.
They know,
Right.
But I mean, the Lord said they're wiser than Daniel. All right, they brought us in here in captivity. They destroyed our relics. They destroyed our heritage. Like Apostle Kapar say all the time, you can't
Tell them about the truth.
Yeah,
There you go.
and you just got spring ups. You got these Adwater Israelites all over the place. But flip side of the coin is that they're still bringing out truth as far as who the Israelites are.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I like to play this short video. This is another Instagram, and this is at Yah It's Very Real. All right, on Instagram. Yeah, let's play this one real quick.
Many Israelites went to West Africa after the destruction of Jerusalem. Here's proof. Al-Yahud Bilad al-Sudan, the Sahelian Jews, or the Jews of Bilad al-Sudan, all refer to groups of West African communities connected to known Israelite communities who migrated to West Africa, many practicing as merchants for trading opportunities. These groups originated from Spain, Portugal, North Africa, the Middle East, and also contain the direct descendants of Israelites who scattered from Jerusalem around 70 AD. These Hebrew communities were historically present in the famous Ghana Empire, the Mali Empire, the Mosi Kingdoms, and the Songhai Empire, which was then called
It's showing you a map of Timbuktu.
Land of the Blacks.
That was in Mali.
This means that these black so-called Jews were present.
Let me pause it. That portion there are maps I've seen with my own eyes, and many brothers have seen them from 1783 of all these nations here on the west coast of Africa, and they literally call it Negro land, which was separate from the other Hamite nations, the Somalians, the Sudanese, and all the other nations, because they're not the same people. The Israelites fled into Africa, millions of them. All right.
Hey, Salak,
In West Africa, for
they did a DNA test on the original Sephardic Jews in Spain, and their wide DNA matches the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria.
And are you shocked?
Sure.
All right.
For 1,000 years. However, later on, many Hebrews expelled from Spain, Portugal, and Morocco also formed communities off the coast of Senegal and in
The
Guinea.
brother just said it. Hebrews that were exposed from Spain and Portugal set up settlements off the coast of Morocco. So they was, so they went to North and
Right.
West Africa.
Right.
We literally, just like somebody get Baruch 4 and 6 and Baruch 2 and 30, right? We literally got scattered to the four corners of the earth among all people, man.
This is a large part of why there is such a strong Israelite heritage and tradition found in West Africa. Now, obviously, these Israelites were influenced by the massive wave of Islamification in the 7th century, so much to the point where they learned Arabic to communicate with others. The manuscript Tariq al-Sudan provides historical evidence of these Yehudim communities using Arabic as a writing script for centuries.
So he's pronouncing
However, they
the
maintain
Hebrew the way the Yiddish form. But he's talking about the mass conversion of Israelites that embraced Islam. And many of them at the edge of a sword. All right? And some just did it. Because, Jake is stupid.
with their distinct culture and identity. In the 14th century, many Moors and Jews who were fleeing persecution in Spain migrated south to the Timbuktu area, which was part of the Songhai Empire at that time. Why did both the Moors and the Spanish Jews decide to go to Africa and not Europe? Probably because they were black, just like the Africans.
And see, that's where he screwed up.
People will never...
Because many of them did go to Europe all throughout the Dark Ages. He just showed you the nature knows no color line. All right. So that's this is the they're not mentioning the Northern Kingdom at all. That's when he's Yah. You're right. But the Southern Kingdom went to they established Western Asia, the portion of it that you call Eurasia today.
Yeah.
All right, all throughout the Dark Ages.
Yep.
Okay, they established
statues there.
Right.
That's why all the statues and the relics and the 14th century German tapestry. That's in Germany. That's in what you call Europe today, which is Western Asia.
I mean, really, the base of Esau society is Israelite society.
Of course.
That all the mathematics and the science that we had, Esau took all our books.
Well, all those wonderful, beautiful places in Florence that they love to go vacation at and look and marvel at the architecture, this European architecture, and all those castles. Those were built by black people, so-called black people, Israelites.
That's why ain't no more being built like that.
Anyway,
let me let you finish.
Israelites migrated from Egypt, Morocco, and Portugal up to the 15th century. Some of them formed a community in Tindirma, Mali, called Bani Israel in 1402, which contained a Jewish dynasty with 7 princes, owned over 300 wells, and an army of 1,500 men. Your family and friends will call you a liar for knowing this truth, so I have forged an arsenal of the 10 most irrefutable proofs the Israelites are black. Comment facts to get your copy now, or click the link in my bio.
So he pushing that blackity black I'm black y'all doctrine, because the Israelites, how you just gonna go around the fact that they got scattered? All right, can I get those scriptures that I called for about Prashad? Whatever you got.
Okay, this is
Baruch 4 and 6. It says, "Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High Power God to wrath."
So since we didn't obey, that's why all our endeavors failed, and then we eventually just was getting shipped either or moving on our own to avoid slavery, but we got scattered to all the nations as a result of it, by slavery or through persecution. We were fleeing. All right,
and that's why none of our financial windfalls that even occurred here in America ever had a chance to stand up, because it wasn't part of what we supposed to deal with.
It said, "Ye were delivered into the enemy."
So we were delivered into the hands of our enemy, man. But it's a temporary punishment. And for Wadi Yahweh, we've come to the end of that, man. All right, we're finally gonna get let off this prison sentence that we've been on. All right. What was the next one? 2 and 30.
Baruch. This is Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people,
and nobody is more hard-headed than our people.
Right.
Pull his shoulder. Don't want to hear you.
Nobody is more hard headed than our people, man. Right? They pull the shoulder.
Man, leave me alone, man. You ain't talking about nothing.
Hey, but this next verse, it really proves that it's the Lord doing it, because a hard headed ass people getting this. It says, but in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
And so, how does this scripture? Now you completely understand why they removed this apocrypha.
Absolutely.
And you know, I'm pretty sure if you do a deep research and study on the Bible Destruction Group, Amalek's hands is all over that.
Yeah.
Because the
Alexander,
the apocrypha completely identifies Rome and so-called white people as Edom.
Ooh.
All right, so it lets you know 100% that they're the Edomites.
Right.
Okay, and then Christianity and both Judaism both taught a doctrine, for the most part, that Edom was done away with until recently. Now, because now all of a sudden the rabbis are going hard, saying that no, white Christians are Edom. Okay.
And the Maccabees is known historical facts.
Oh yeah.
I remember listening to when I used to drive Lyft, I used to listen to a lot of classical, and they would every year they would do the history on the Maccabees every year around Christmas time, because that's when the feast of
dedication, they would do their Hanukkah stuff,
right? So
trying to associate these Amalekites with that. That's why they would do that,
and they would get history on.
And for the record, classical music is not your music. Though that was brown people as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Hanukkah story they tell is a miracle of the candlestick staying lit with little oil. Hanukkah, that's not what it's saying in Maccabees about Hanukkah either. Everything about this devil is a fucking lie, man.
And it ain't no 9-stick candlestick.
Thank you.
It's 7.
Tell me you're not the people without telling me you're not the people.
Yeah, somebody got a 9-stick candle in their window on their table.
Yeah, Rugrats had a special on there. I remember. This is the Hanukkah. This is why we celebrate this. Because there was a miracle. It was a little oil, but the candle stayed lit. This is a Jewish myth, man.
Yeah.
A Jewish fable, I mean.
They put that in South Park as well.
Yeah, that's not what Hanukkah's about, man. Hanukkah is the Maccabees Israel was taken over by fucking Greeks, Edomites, and the Lord blessed some warriors to stand up and fight for us.
And pull it back.
And then they pulled the captivity back some, just enough, and we was able to rededicate the temple, man.
Yep.
Wow, that's Hanukkah. They was happy, so they sent gifts for 8 days because we got the temple of the Lord back, man. We're holy people.
It's better than Christmas.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They showed in South Park also when they around this time how they was getting them. They was getting the young boys to come to the temple with them. The small hats. And then they was raping, trying to rape Cartman and all of them.
Well, look, man. We saw the bloody mattresses and the baby seats in the tunnel. So
Right.
Yeah, and that story disappeared.
And all that evidence is just gone now. All of a sudden.
Lying about that.
All right.
They sealed the tunnel.
Or just like they were making all that noise about, telling Dave Chappelle, how he's lost his way, this, that, and the other. And he's and then told him how, why did you do a show in Saudi Arabia? The Saudi Arabians, they killed a journalist, and he's like, well, shit, motherfucker, y'all killed 240 of them in 3 months, so
I didn't know one was off limits.
Right. So I mean, the nerve of you to make they killed a journalist, nigga. You didn't kill an army of them.
Right.
And a lot of them were Americans.
And bitches too. In fact, I got some evidence. I'm gonna actually do a lesson on it. This German chick, this attractive German chick, who she was a journalist, and they captured her and locked her up, and then they had a penetration party on her.
Damn.
Repeatedly.
Hey,
Right.
Okay, the whole time she was locked up.
They just walked in and hit it.
She was getting that involuntary smacking sound.
Just walked in, hit it, all about their business. She's still there.
Yeah.
And now they fight for the rights to do it to men.
Oh.
Hey, Elder. Oh my God.
No, and that's another thing that they're doing. They were doing you pushing legislation to stop Google Translation.
Yep.
Because a lot of those videos with them celebrating and stuff, these
The way
crimes
they tell
that
what
they
they
were
were saying in
doing,
the
like when they
background.
was it translated, and so like when they were protecting those men who raped that other man, you know, you can see they were protesting not the rape, but that they had the right to rape. Or should I say I said grape? Well, it's too late.
Hey, too late. What that nigga said? Braveheart. It is my noble right.
Right.
When he just the prima nocta.
Hey,
He's like, it is my noble right.
Don't they believe they supposed to get
to commit gay?
Right, gay is
prima
fine,
nocta.
you D.
How many virgin
Like,
boys
what
are
the
they
fuck?
supposed to get and this, that, and the other? These motherfuckers think that they supposed to get virgin boys out
When we
here.
talking about Islam, Paul, we talking about Israelis.
Yeah,
They gay.
The Austrian painter,
Islam gay.
his most famous speeches have been translated to English too. So they trying to wipe that off too. That's another reason why.
Oh
they're trying to
yeah.
attack
Also,
the,
I just learned something new about this. His army, he had over 150, at least 150,000 Jewish motherfuckers in his army,
Yep.
and he had high-ranking officials that was Jewish. So,
And who is this?
the Austrian painter.
He got the mustache.
Gotcha. Oh, that guy.
That's why motherfuckers be
Yeah,
having the
painted
small
dogs.
shit.
Yeah.
That's where that shit came from. The small thing with the little hat.
No, bro.
I don't know. You know how they had a little small.
Can I read this real quick?
Go ahead, brother.
This Jeremiah 13:23. Can an Ethiopian change his skin, or a leper his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. These people are evil, man.
Facts.
There's nothing good about them, man.
A rabbi owns Pornhub, man.
Exactly.
Right.
Like how much, you know, at this point, you know, fuck you people, but you know, you people are soft. All right, if this was England and all this shit was going on, they would have been flipped this motherfucker. All right, they would have been flipped this bitch over. All right, Esau.
And you know what? Just laying backing up what you said. The over there in Western Eurasia,
Right.
all right, they have a different spirit. All right, they have a very different spirit, and it's understandable now, especially dealing with them Irish and them Brits, the way that
I'll bludgeon you.
They disarmed them, and now you understand why they disarmed them.
Yeah.
All right, they disarmed them because they knew
If they had
because
guns.
America was so easy to control with the media and just run the stories. You know, there was it, but them people over there in
They go
Eurasia,
bombs.
them Czechs and
They gun you down.
yeah,
They bombs, baby.
it was like, you know what, we got to take these bangs from these people over here because you know we saw those back in the teens in the 20 teens, especially the earlier part. All them riots and shit was going. They was going. We were shocked that it you know it didn't kick off back then, but no one was expecting quantitative easing.
Yeah.
Back to
All
that
right,
again.
which basically gave them a whole nother 15 years, man.
Exactly.
All right, and now the Wadi Howard, that time that's run out. They
That's
can't
past.
do that no more either.
That's
So
it, right.
Just think if them farmers didn't only have shit. They would have threw bullets instead of manure.
This year, the reason why the dollar became the weakest also was because the Fed cut the interest rate.
Yep.
But nobody, if you bought American debt, them cutting the interest rate fucks up your investment. Which means now you want to unload this investment.
Exactly.
So that made the buyers of this debt like, nah, and then that release more of them bonds. Like,
It's like
fuck
crashing the stock market.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're crashing the dollar.
and that's what they're doing, and now you understand why these major nations are dealing with each other the way that they are
Directly.
in their own currencies and not dealing
Can we guys say that too?
with America, man. Because China and Russia deal directly in their own currencies back and forth, man. And mind you, their currencies are also backed by gold.
So they can flip it back and forth. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you back your currency, you give me the gold equivalent.
You know, and America
we good.
has been very shady with the gold because lots
Look
of
at China.
countries
Look at China.
lots of countries asked for their gold back, and America couldn't give it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, China was
You know,
pissed.
now you did some shit like that to America, they ready to drop bombs on you. and you know, and tell you that they need to give you some democracy. Yeah, you need some lessons in democracy.
Democracy.
Right? We gonna send a couple. You know, we gonna send a couple thousand Marines over there and give you some lessons in democracy. All right.
Verse 12.
Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 19 and verse 11. It says, surely the princes of Zoan are fools. The counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish.
Biff, I know Cabo Cowboy, he called the president Biff.
And he is Biff.
He's because he's symbolic of where you're going as a nation, you Edomites. You're going back into your caveman,
You talking about that Biff nigga from
Yeah.
Back to the Future? Wow, yeah, then you know what? That's a perfect match.
Yeah.
He was in his tower, fucked, everything was fucked up.
He's a brutish fucking idiot at the wheel. You know, he's a caveman. He's gonna, you know, his resolve is to where he says, it's called him the hammer of the earth. All he's gonna do is he's gonna always pull out that club, ugh. You know, he can't even speak to you nigga correctly, like, because when it comes to diplomacy, when it comes to really dealing with people diplomatically, or you have these so-called schools of learning. Well, we're here to learn. We're here to talk to your people and about learning things, and you run it from us. So you're proven to be just a fucking brute, man. Yeah. Just like the scripture says, you know.
Verse 14. Yeah. Okay. It says, how say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son.
What verse are you at?
Let me jump to verse 14. It say, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
And that's all Esau has been doing is destroying himself. All right, every way imaginable, from feminism, all right, to fast forward to now the economic decisions they making, the tariffs that they want to push onto the fucking world, the Fed cutting the rates. All right, this just makes it bad for your investors, which is the rest of these other countries, which is perfect because James said, when your money is cankered over, there's a witness against you into a fire. War is next. You're going to get digital currency and war. That's what's coming, man. All right, and the signs are all that. The economy's crashing, unemployment is increasing. All right, which is the sign of the fucking end.
Shrinkflation.
I was gonna say in that Economist magazine, it says the world ahead, 2026. You see nothing but war, drugs, because your healthcare premiums are about to fucking skyrocket, and Americans are mad about that.
Oh, they lose it, dog.
Small hats got free healthcare
Off
on top
your
of checks,
dollar.
on top of
Yeah,
your dollars.
we
And
all saw
then-
the little pretty chick clown the Israelis.
Yeah.
And sing the little song at the end after she clowned them.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah.
And let you know for sure all the goodies that they're getting while you Americans over here are homeless and struggling. You can't pay for your needed drugs. You can't pay for your medical bills. Can't pay your car. Can't pay your house. You got to decide if you're gonna pay your phone bill or eat.
Yeah.
You know,
the dollar being this weak makes imports expensive.
That's right. Yep. Not to mention the tariffs that he done put that added everything on top of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and no, that Economist magazine, when you look at that image, you see dollars everywhere.
Yep.
So that goes to show they're crashing this bitch. You see the stock market crashing, and then you see dollars and pills on the floor everywhere. So 2026 is getting ready to be a real bumpy ride for you.
And you made me think about that scene in I Am Legend.
Yep.
All right. That scene when he you know, all the money was on the floor.
Yeah.
Worthless. Dollars and coins.
Worthless.
Because nobody was trying to pick him up. They were you know.
Yeah.
There's one more verse to
Go ahead, brother. We gonna
which
get ready
let
to
you
wrap,
know
brother.
this is about the economy crashing. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Isaiah 19 and 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
So unemployment is a big part of prophecy. All right, and it's like it's a vicious cycle. All right, because the price of goods are so high, nobody can afford them. If nobody can afford them, you don't need the workers. So that means more job loss. Every way you think about it, there's more job loss. It's gonna just keep increasing, man. All right? This shit is fucking over with.
It was an article a couple of days ago. They said America is functionally unemployed.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because they made everybody part time with no benefits and all the other shit, and then AI is taking over. So, like you said, ain't gonna be no jobs. AI is taking over everything.
Exactly, because they want to go to UBI and the digital thing.
That's right.
And that's where we're headed, and we're headed there fast, right? And going there is going to make the wars escalate. And then the flip side of that is the wars are going to make the digital thing escalate. It's all feeding into each other.
Yeah.
All right.
We're almost done, folks.
This thing is happening, man.
We're almost out of here.
And 2026 could very well be it. I just don't. How they gonna get beyond this? You know, there's no way. You got something, y'all? What's up?
Come. It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gates, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
And from the hills, what being all the nations, the big countries and the little countries, they're all crashing, man, and they're all angry and pointing fingers at the whore. Yeah. All right. You got one?
Yeah, this Revelations 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are rich through the abundancy of their delicacy. So them nations know, man, them goodies is gone, man. They losing everything that they could fucking put into this place. That's why they mad at this bitch. But they now they drunk now. They messed up. You shouldn't have never laid bed with this devil.
Yeah, they tie everything. Unfortunately for them, it's beautiful for us. All the world resources are entangled with the dollar.
Yes.
Right. So to pull that plug is to pull the plug your own economy temporarily. But we know this is going to be a everlasting thing. But to them, carnally, when they crash their shit, they think temporarily.
Bitch, I can't recoup my fucking money.
Go ahead, we're gonna make this the last one.
It's over with. All currencies is fiat currencies backed by the US dollar.
Right. I can't recoup.
This is Job, the 5th chapter and the 12th verse. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Perfect. I can't get my money back.
So it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. So with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rekakodash,
Kwam Yasharala,
Ababa Ball.
Turn those machines on.
In y'all lives, but don't